حي على الفلاح.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, as you know, the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah is fast approaching. In fact, it is next week. Depending on the sighting of the moon, it should fall on around Monday. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "There are no days in which righteous deeds are more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than in these 10 days." So, brothers and sisters, it is highly recommended that we occupy ourselves with many forms of worship during these 10 days in order to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as we know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves worship during these 10 days. The forms of worship are more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than in any other days. Brothers and sisters, there are many recommended acts of worship we can occupy ourselves with. The first being Hajj. If we have the means to go on Hajj, both financially and physically, we should do so. The second is fasting on the day of Arafah, which falls on the 9th day of Dhul Hijjah. As the Prophet, peace be upon him, says, he hopes that Allah will expiate the sins of the believer for the year before and the year after, i.e. that the sins of a believer will be deleted the year prior to fasting and the year after the fasting of the 9th of Dhul Hijjah. So this is a day that we should not let go past and we should not miss. This is an opportunity for every believer, everyone who seeks to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seeks to start on a clean record, is to fast on that day. Another recommended act is the takbir or takbir al-mutlaq, where we say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. And we say this throughout the whole 10 days, from the 1st until the 10th. And this is throughout the day, because we are continuously remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are continuously mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and conscious of His greatness. And another recommended act is that of sacrifice, where the sacrifice is given, a part of it is given to the poor, a part of it is given as a gift to family members and friends, and a part of it is for yourself and your family. So this again is another recommended act, and those who intend to sacrifice should not cut their hairs or clip their nails, should not cut their hair or clip their nails until the 10th, which is the day of Eid. So this is a fiqh issue that people need to be mindful of. Another recommended act is that of dhikr, and dhikr is remembering Allah generally, or even making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's forgiveness, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we turn to Him, we turn to Allah alone, and we are always conscious of Allah, we're always mindful, we're always remembering. This is something that we should not miss and take advantage of this opportunity. We need to be remembering Allah a lot during these 10 days. And another form of worship is that of sadaqah. Sadaqah can take many forms. It could be from financially given to the poor. It could be giving food to the poor. It could be helping others, smiling in your brothers and sisters' face, removing harmful objects from the path, etc., etc. And another recommended act is that of Al-Quran, to read the Quran, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is nothing that gets you closer to Allah than reading His own words, or remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reflecting on His greatness, reflecting on the mightiness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His words. And with every word that we recite, we get reward for. With every letter that we recite, we get reward for. So, brothers and sisters, we should be occupying ourselves with all these forms of worship, and not to forget the last being to attend the Eid prayer. We go early in the morning, we attend the Eid prayer, and we listen to the khutbah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us all and make us from those that take advantage of the first 10 days